Welcome students to our maths class of class 7. This is the first explanatory video that I am going to post for class 7, and I am sure and confident that this video would be helpful for you to understand the concepts of mathematics or whatever our syllabus is there. So once again welcome welcomes to all the students of class 7, and our first chapter is integers. Now you have learnt integers already in 6th standard. So this year this is only the recalling of knowledge plus some additive things you are going to learn in the integers. First of all, we will try to understand that what are integers and why we need integers. In your 4th and 5th standard, you have learnt about natural numbers. Okay? So natural number set, it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So 0 is not defined here. Here in this set 0 is not there. So therefore, in order to form the numbers with 0, we need to expand our natural number set. And when you came to your 5th and 6th standard, at that time you learned the whole number set. The whole number, now the whole number, it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So adding 1 0, now we are able to make all the numbers 100, 10,000, 1,000, 200, 40, 50. So whole numbers was required. Since natural number set was incomplete, so we went to the whole numbers. But whole number set is also incomplete. Why it is incomplete? Because all the operations on all the numbers should be explained by the number set, or whatever operations we are performing, we should find those numbers in that number set. For example, suppose you take 3 plus 4. Okay, 3 is a whole number, 4 is also a whole number. So 3 plus 4, the answer comes to 7. Somewhere further, if you expand these numbers, you go on writing the numbers, you will find the number 7. That means when we are adding two whole numbers, again we are getting a whole number. Suppose we subtract two whole numbers, for example 4 minus 3, then we get 1 as the answer. Again 1 is a whole number, 4 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number, so we get the answer as 1. So again 1 is in the number set. Suppose we interchange this, 4 plus 3. So our answer comes to again 7. 7 is a whole number. Remember one thing, all the natural numbers, they are whole numbers also. Since 1, 2, 3, 4 is in whole numbers, so all the natural numbers, they come into whole numbers. All the whole numbers will come into another number set which we are going to learn now, that is integers. Okay. So 4 plus 3, it is explained that 4 plus 3 equals to 7 will be somewhere in this number set. But if you take 3 minus 4, we are interchanging this. 3 minus 4, as per your last year, this can be explained as the answer should come to minus 1. That is negative 1. Here we are starting with 0. There are no negative numbers, all the positive numbers are there. Then according to mathematics, where and how we are going to define this negative number, that means we need to expand our whole number set, and this is where that we require another number set wherein we can find negative numbers also. Okay, so why integers are required? Because to explain such kind of operations on the numbers, we require another number set which will have all the numbers like these, that is negative numbers also. Therefore, now natural numbers were incomplete, so we came to whole numbers. Now whole numbers are also incomplete, so we are coming to integers. Therefore, this is the need that we require integers. Okay. So we require integers, that we have seen. So integers, which are the numbers in integers? Last year you have learned in integers we have 0 at the center, and on the right hand side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, all the positive integers, and on the left hand side of 0 we have -1, -2, -3, and so on the left side, that is negative integers on the left hand side of the 0. So therefore now if you take the operation 3 minus 4, we get the answer as -1. So this -1 here, it is in the integers. Now 3 and 4, they have become integers. Please see that 1, 2, 3, 4, that is all the natural numbers. They are in the whole number set. So all the natural numbers are in whole number. All the whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, they are in the integers also. They are in the integers also. So this is why we require integers. Then what else you have learned last year? Just recall that knowledge also. Okay, you have also learned how to represent the integers on number line. So if you all remember, this is the number line. At the center we have 0, then +1 on the right hand side, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the left hand side all the negative integers, -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. So this is how the number line is placed, and the integers are placed on number line. Now the right hand side of 0, this is positive side, and left hand side of 0, we called it as negative side. This is the right hand side and this is the left hand side. Okay, right hand side we always say that it is the bigger side. It is the bigger side, and the left hand side we call it as a smaller side. Okay, so this all you have seen in 6th standard. Plus you have also seen the addition of integers on the number line. For example, suppose we take two positive integers, say 2 and 3. 2 plus 3. Okay, how to add these integers? When we are adding, okay, when we are adding, we move towards the right hand side on the number line. We move towards the right hand side on the number line. Okay, and when we are subtracting, we move towards the left hand side of the number line. Okay, so while we are adding, we move towards right hand side, and while we are subtracting, we move towards left hand side. So all these things, small things you have to keep in mind. Right side of the 0 is positive, left side of the 0 is negative. Right side is always bigger, left side is always smaller. When we are adding, we will move towards right hand side, and when we are subtracting, we move towards left hand side. Okay, so if you are adding two numbers, 2 plus 3, so we will first spot 2. So 2 is here. Now we are adding, so we will move towards right hand side. How many places? 3 places. 1, 2 and 3. We stop on 5. So the answer comes to be 5. Suppose we want to subtract the numbers. Say 4 minus 3 equals 2. We all know the answer. The answer is 1. But if on the number line we have to show, here is 4. Subtract. Subtraction means move towards left hand side on the line. 4 के left hand side को move करेंगे. How many places? 3 places. 1, 2 and 3. So we stop on 1. So the answer comes to 1. So this is simple addition and subtraction. What about negative integers? For example, suppose we take -3 plus 2. We take -3 and plus 2. So first we will spot -3. Okay, so -3 we have spotted. Then we are going to add. Add means we will move on the right hand side of the -3. wherever the number is, let it be a negative integer, let it be a positive integer, let it be a 0. Whenever we spot a number, if we are adding, we will move towards the right hand side of that number. How many places? 2 places. 1, 2. And we stop on -1. So the answer comes to -1. Okay, so -3 plus 2 equals to -1. So this is what we are doing. Suppose we have two negative integers, say -3 -2 equals to. Spot -3 again. Now there is a subtraction sign. So we will move towards the left hand side of -3. How many places? 2 places. 1 and 2. So we stop on -5. So we get our answer as -5. So -3 and -2 comes to -5. So this is how the addition and subtraction is done of integers on number line. Okay. So next thing, comparing the integers. How we are going to compare the integers? As we said that the right hand side is the bigger side and left hand side is the smaller side. Okay. Suppose you take any two integers, say 2 and 3. We want to compare. Compare means we want to check whether which is bigger, which is smaller. So that we have to see 2 and 3. Here is 2, here is 3. So 3 is on the right hand side of 2. So 3 is the bigger number, 2 is the smaller number. Why? Because the right hand side is bigger. Suppose we take 0 and 2. Again 0 is here, 2 is on the right hand side of 0. So 2 is the bigger number. Okay. Suppose we take -3 and -1. Okay. So -3 is here, -1 is here. So -3 is on, so -1 is on the right hand side of -3. So -1 is the bigger number. See here, everything got changed here. Don't misunderstand. Don't get confused that 3 is bigger number and 1 is smaller number. So how -1 is bigger? It is not the case here. Therefore, comparing of integers is very important. If you don't understand this concept, then next all the sums would be of no use for you. Okay. So -3 is smaller, -1 is bigger. Why? Because -1 is on the right hand side of -3. Suppose you take -1, suppose you take 0 and -3, or we will take another number -5. 0 and -5. Here is 0. Where is -5? It is on the left hand side of 0. So here now 0 becomes the bigger number because 0 is on the right hand side of -5. So 0 is the bigger number and -5 is the smaller number. So please understand this concept very well. Again and again you can see the videos how to compare the integers, and then you can take the concept and you can understand the concept. Okay, so this is the comparing of integers.